this time I'm going to paint the ogre from the mine, for the man trapper, sorry. Okay, so I will do different color scheme than the official. As you can see, I'm doing more a desertic environment. So I will start, I have separated it from the base because I want to have some good access to the inner parts. Okay, so I will start with the trousers, and for the trousers I will go for, I think I will go for brown trousers. Okay, I like if they are made of a type of leather, and I have to be careful because I will have as well this and this, and I want to have a different color. And then I have this part here. So yeah, we are going to have a lot of leather here, but I want to go on brown ochre colors. I think I will use more orange look for the trousers, and I will go for the tau ochre as the base color. Okay, this tau ochre is really in bad shape, but I will put on my wet palette. Enough. So we are going to do first the parts that are of difficult access, and then later on we are going to put it on the base and paint the other parts, the easier parts. Okay, I thin it down quite a lot. And I apply this on the trousers. So I will do that. This is not a difficult step, and I'm back for the next step. So while the trousers are drying, I will work as well on the shoes. Okay, and I'm going to apply Cygor Brown on the shoes. This is a contrast paint. I'm going to do it like that. If that happens, we'll wait that this dries. Okay, we'll do the other shoe and I'm back. Next step, now the contrast has dried, I'm going to apply Ironbreaker on the metallic, on the chains, and I was thinking if I will do it on the ogre, but no, I will apply it first here. Okay, I'm still thinking what are the colors I'm going to use for all the clothes, because he has a lot of clothes on top, layers of clothes, so what I mean. And I'm thinking if I will play only with browns or I will go to another color. The problem is that red, I have put a lot of red in my garments and I want to avoid to use red this time. So, okay, let's keep on this step. So we are going to apply Ironbreaker on the chain, okay, and this part of the shoes. Okay, so I will do a thin layer of Ironbreaker and I'm back for the next step. So I have done the metallics here, And now I will go back to the main body because I'm going to use Tallarn Sand, okay, this color, to do part of the clothes at the end. Okay, I'm going to do the front here and one of the layers here. So I'm going to do Tallarn Sand this part, and I like this one because it's a different type of ochre color that will give a nice contrast, but at the same time keeping this theme of browns and ochre. So I will keep on this. Want to keep on these tonalities, that if he's wearing different layers of leathers or animal skins and so on. Okay, so I will apply this one here. I'm doing now because I want to do the inside and I want to be sure that the inside is done. Okay, so and then I will be ready to start putting all the parts together. This thing, I was thinking if it's metal or leather. At the end I realized that it's leather, because if this was metal it's going to be trying to disband it as it is here. So I will paint this part as leather at the end. Here I go a little bit on this type of hair that we have there, but because this is more fur there, it's quite a elaborated miniature, this one. There is a lot of layers of detail. And I have the feeling I will use maybe this Tallarn Sand on other parts. Okay, I will do as well here. And as usual, I try to avoid to go on other details. So I will keep doing that, and I'm back for the next step. Okay, next I'm going to use the Gore-Gruntha, the contrast, to do the fur that is on the legs. I'm just trying to work on the legs so I can put the miniature back. Okay. Here and on the other leg. Okay, I do the same. Now I will let to the way that this dries. So while I'm waiting on this dries, put it something like that. There. Position where. Okay. Now I'm going to work again on the base, and I'm going to apply Agrax Earthshade on the base. And when I mean on the base, I mean on the shoes. Okay, it's mainly for the metal to look dirty. And I will need to wait that this dries. I try to be generous with the wash, but also at the same time I want to avoid that it's too much, okay? But you want to give a dirty look on the metallic, you want to give the brown look. now I will wait the twice, and this I was missing this chain. Okay, and now I need to wait that both dry, the contrast and the wash. Okay, this is how it looks like now. We have done, and we are going to apply now another contrast paint. I'm going to use Hrothgorn Brown, the same we use for the boots, and I'm going to do some bells and other parts on the ogre before putting this part. So I'm going to do these bells here. I'm going to do this front part. The bell at the back, and I will do as well the bell here. So as usual, I apply this carefully to apply it on the right spot. Try not to go out. Okay. Here I went a little bit on the chain, that is not a problem because the chain will go in silver. But here I have to be more careful. Okay. So I will do this, and I will be back for the next step. Okay, I have applied now the Cygor brown on all these parts. I will keep doing the base colors on the bottom at least, and now I'm going to use Baneblade Brown to do the back that he should have at the back. Okay, so I'm taking some Baneblade Brown. As I say, I will go all with browns, grays, and this type of colors. Okay, I have enough there. I will put Baneblade Brown on this back. Okay, so here there is not much to say. I will do that, and I'm back once it's done. I will do not this part, more to here. So I'm doing that, and I'm back. Okay, next step, I'm going to apply usha T-bone, not this one, in the skulls that we have here. That. Now I'm going to use Ironbreaker. And I'm going to paint this type of ornament. Okay, the buckle, and I will do the chains as well. Especially this part that is there at the bottom. Okay, I will do that, and I'm back. Next, I'm going to use Mourfang Brown, okay, to do this type of the things that are the strings or the where these things are hanging from. Okay. This. As you can see, I have not done all the chain. I basically did what was attached, and I forgot there a hook, so I will need to go back to the Ironbreaker. Okay, trying to use a color of leather that is different from the surrounding colors. Okay, I will do the other one on the bottom and I'm back. Okay, I will use again Gore-Gruntha, and I will do this small piece of fur that we see there. Right? We'll try to avoid that. We can see white. And I will go again over these parts here. As you can see, I just pin a little bit the ogre on the base, but it's not fully clipped in. Okay. Okay. Now I'm going to use gold. Okay, I'm going to use Retributor Armor to do some other ornaments. Like this type of discs. Okay, we have one there, and we have two here at the back. Okay, I do them and I'm back. Okay, next I will use Zamesi Desert, and I will paint another of the layers of clothes, belts, leathers that he has on top of him. Okay, again, way to go. Thin. Good. And I will go back. For example, here that you can see the brush strokes, I will take again Baneblade Brown. I have it in my palette, and I will go over. Okay. And now here a little bit. Let me miss. I will use Rhinox Hide, any brown color that you like it. I will put it, mistake there, over this parchment, over this patch. Okay. Clean up. Okay. Now I need to wait that this dries well. So I will wait and I'm back. Okay, what we are going to do now, I will detach him again from the base. And I will wash all this part with Agrax Earthshade. Okay, we can take a bigger brush. And we can start. I will avoid the yellowish brown because it is still not fully dry. But for the rest, don't worry if you dirt a little bit on the white parts. We are going to clean them later on. To paint, I mean. Okay, I do all the bottom parts. This is why I was doing quite some. Because I need to go underneath this part. I want to give this a nice wash, so that all this is shaded, and then we can attach the ogre on the base. I also had to do the chain. The chain will be part. I will go here up to the belly. I mean, go to the belt. We're going to do this part. We can be quite generous. Here you see, this is the problem when it's not fully dry. I will do one thing. Then we can apply it. Take a little bit the excess out, like that. not much here, it's just to even nice wash all over the ogre. All over the painted parts of the ogre, I mean. And now we wait. Now we need to wait a little bit that all this dries, and we can keep working. Okay, and now I will put it on the base, and I will clip it to the fully into the base. Okay, now it's fully clipped on the base, and we can go, if it's needed, a little bit over the shoes, although the shoes were done before. Remember that when we did the base, we also wash the shoes. Okay. Okay, I wait and I'm back for the next step. Okay, next step, now that it's almost dry, but I will work on another part. I will use Fyreslayer Contrast, and we are going to do all the flesh. I'm going to do now a series of contrast and base colors to finalize with the flesh. And I take Fyreslayer because it's the darkest one, and I want to give go for a quite dark color scheme as I'm painting him on a desertic environment. Okay, so we are going to apply this everywhere, well, everywhere where we have flesh, and I will be back for the next step. As usual, you can see how the face looks like, so this will give very interesting tone. I know that maybe it's too close to the leather. Here the only way to do it is like that, just pushing. Okay. So I will do the rest of the flesh and I will be back. Okay, next step, I'm going to use Snakebite leather, and I will put it on the fur that he has on the back, and I will put it on all the wood. Okay, so we're going to do it here. Okay, and I will do as well the wood, and I can go over the, I'm not too concerned if I go a little bit over then these screws and so on the metallic parts. Okay, so the thing I will avoid is to go over this type of strings there. Okay. So I do that and I'm back. Next, I'm going to use Basilicanum grey, and I'm going to give a grey touch on the fur that he has at the back. So I want to simulate that the animal had darker in the middle, was darker in the middle. Okay, so I'm going to apply this like that. And we need to wait that this dries. I remove a little bit the excess that is dripping down. Okay, I wait that this dries and I come back. Okay, while the other parts are drying, I'm going to use the same Basilicanum grey on the beard. Was forgetting about that. I want to do the beard in the grey color. Okay, this will give. In that case, we want to go for a dark. We cannot go for brown because we have a lot of browns around. So if we will need to go for something different. Oh, I'm realizing that he has like bones attached to the beard. So and I will put as well a little bit into the eyes. We'll take a little bit of some pale flesh. Okay, let's wait that this dries. And I'm going to use again the Cygor Brown, the Cygor Brown. Okay, on this part here. So I will do that and I'm back. Okay. I was hesitating to know what is here in the back. Okay, and I will assume I just put a wash to know what was the texture. I will assume that are rest of human corpse and other type of things that he will eat later. So I'm going to apply Guilliman flesh here. Okay, looks like there is, yeah, this looks like a wrist of an animal. It's quite tricky to know what, yeah, this looks like the head of a cow or the head of a goat. Okay, I will wait at this dries and maybe later on I will apply another color there. You can see it's difficult to see what you have there, it's quite complex. We can also assume that can be a Beastman. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply all the metallics. So I'm going to apply Ironbreaker on all the remaining metal parts. I will not do the rivets. At this point I will do them later on, but you can do it if you want, so we can, the rivets can be done now. Okay. But if I miss a part, I'm not bothering because we are going to do the details later on. Okay, so I'm going to do the main job on the metallics now. The rest of the chain, these jaws here, the rest of the crossbow, and not much missing. I'm using Ironbreaker and I'm just applying here and here on his decoration on the hand. I just go over and later on I will clean up. Okay. So I do that and I'm back once it's done. Okay, so I will stop here the tutorial so you can see how it looks like. Okay, so this is the paint job. I hope you are enjoying the paint job on this guy, And yeah, keep tuned, because no, yeah, I think if I want to really I mean, it's been quite a long time that I've been painting this one, and to be able to edit the video and make it nice, I will need to stop here, and I will come back with a part 2 where I will start doing more details. I will finalize the small parts that are still don't have the base coat, but it's quite a nice miniature with a lot of details that requires some attention. So that's all for now. I hope you have enjoyed up to now. Please let me know what do you think, and as usual, thanks a lot for watching, and see you again later. Bye!